So I got a package in the mail today, and it's from Amazon. Amazon Everyday Shopping. Can't see it, but it's broke or whatever the case. But this package came in today from Amazon. Let's see what's in the box. We'll kind of do a semi. I guess I can do an unboxing today, but this is for something special, and I'll explain it to you when I pull it out of the box. And it's in preparation for the PS5's update. This is MHQJRH. This is, I'm not sure. I think I know what it is. Yeah, it's a heatsink. The M222 SSH heatsink. I'll do an unboxing on this. We're going to set this up here. And this is a heatsink for We're going to pull this out of the box. This is the Western Digital 1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD. So this is a heatsink. So the thing about it is with this heatsink, what I tried to do, I wanted to get the heatsink, and then you see it's got like a little crack in it or something like that. So I got to unbox it to make sure that it doesn't have like any like damage to the M.2. But I tried to get the heatsink, the SSD, the M.2 that basically came with the heatsink. I was unable to do that because they were basically sold out, and I guess everybody's trying to get this SSD right now. And I went online, and they said a lot of people are basically trying to get these SSDs, these M.2s, to for like their PlayStation, because I know there's an update. It's in beta 2.0 right now. So I am trying to basically just be prepared for that. I applied for the beta. I haven't got like the beta access to it yet. I probably won't. But in preparation for that, I'll have the 1 terabyte hard drive. I could have went with a 2 terabyte hard drive, but it was $400. $400 for I think it was like $399 for a 2 terabyte. And basically all I need is like a terabyte, because it already has like the 667 gigabytes of storage on it already. So I mean, it's that's what 1.6, 1.7 terabytes, 1.5, between 1.5 and 1.7 terabytes of hard drive space. So that's about a terabyte and a half of space, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty well much all I'll need. I'm not gonna load like 1,000 all of these games, all the games that I have right now, on the on this M.2. I'm basically going to play them and I'll delete them, so I'll still have space, or I'll add on to them. But when I'm about to run out of space, if I got like 300 or 400 gigabytes left of space, I'll start deleting stuff, and I'll start adding more games, like the PS4 games or the PS5 games, to the M.2 SSD. So yeah, I tried to get the one with the heatsink, and I couldn't find it. So I ended up getting this, and then I just bought me like an alternate heatsink. It's pretty good. It was cheap. I think this one was probably about maybe $9 or $11. I think this one was $11. I think it was like $10.99 or $11.99 or something like that, whatever it is. But I ended up getting this is probably about a $200 M.2. I ended up getting it for about $74. $74 for both of these. So this was probably about maybe like $66 when it was all said and done. The SSD was about $66 opposed to the $200 that people were basically paying for it, and I ended up getting this for $66, and I got that for 11, so it ended up being like $74. So for both of them. So I got a pretty decent one. I was gonna get the Fire Cuda that comes out on the 30th of August, but unfortunately, I didn't. I don't want to wait for it, and from what I'm hearing, if you have like the Fire Cuda or the Western Digital or the Samsung Pro, you're basically straight. You can use any other M.2s this Gen 4 that supports it, but also from what I'm hearing, it'll work for now. But when the games start getting more like, like going into next year, like God of War and stuff like that, these SSDs will work. Like the Fire Cuda, the Western Digital, and the Samsung Pro will work. But when you start going into like lower M.2s that has like lower write speeds, this is a read speed. So the read speed has to be about 700. It has to be, and that meets some Sony's requirement. The write speed has to be about 55. This one is about 53, so it's not too far from it. So this one should be just fine. That one and the Samsung, and of course the Fire Cuda. So the Fire Cuda is going to be better out of the top of the line brands. So the Western Digital and the Samsung, the Fire Cuda is going to beat both of these, because the Fire Cuda, I think the read speed on that is about 800 megabytes, and it hits almost 7 on the write. So I think it's about around 6,900 on the write. When I was looking at the specs last night. So it outperforms both of these SSDs, the Western Digital and the Samsung. But if you want to go with M.2 that's going to work into the future. This was also suggested by the lead architect at Sony, Mark Cerny. So Mark Cerny did recommend the Western Digital 850. I recently did hear that. So he suggested this M.2. And if he suggested it, he's the lead architect of the Sony PlayStation 5. So, I went with it. And just like I said, I was going to go with the Fire Cuda 830. And plus, I can't get my hands on one. I know they have one on Newegg for about $240 that you can pre-order. And, down the road, I may end up basically putting that into still buying the Fire Cuda and putting it into my my PC when I'm able to get a hold to like a 3080, or I may go into NVIDIA's Lovelace, the 40 series cards, and just once I get a hold of one of those, I'm probably more than likely I'm gonna put it in there, put it in my PC. And then I'll probably, end up upgrading. I have two M.2s in here right now. I have a 250 and a 500 in there. And what I may end up doing is just putting the Fire Cuda in there, the terabyte Fire Cuda. So I'm probably going to still do an unboxing of an M.2, but the M.2 is not going to go into the PS5. It's going to go into this. So, and that's going to be I'm going to use the terabyte for my operating system and my boot. So, but anyway, all right. So let's do the unboxing of this real quick. I'm going to try to do it real quick, because I want to make sure that this is not damaged in any kind of way. I don't know how they actually put a hole in the box and you got another box. So that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, all you got to do is just drop it in there and seal the box. So let's check on it and see if it's still intact. If it is, I'll ignore this hole that's in the box, and we'll do the unboxing on the heatsink. But I really want to check on this one first. So let's take a look at this. Let's see if I can get it out of here. And the weird part about this is when I first, because I got the PS5 like launch day, and the weird part about this is I pre-ordered this all at the same time. So when I pre-ordered my PS5, I actually bought this, and I got it from Best Buy, and I had it pre-ordered. So I did receive it, but I actually had the same M.2, and it did come to my house. So I have seen this is my second time holding this M.2. So and I took it back to Best Buy. So I already basically know how it looks and everything. So, and then I saw videos on it and stuff like that. I'm just basically just making sure that it's not like damaged or anything like that, because this is like super expensive. Even though I paid like $60 for it, so it's not like, I didn't pay $200 for it. So yeah, the price for this M.2 is about $199. With the heatsink, I believe you'll get it for probably about $229. It's either $229 or $219. And they do have a limited edition Call of Duty Black Ops M.2 just like this, and it's like $11 extra. But I'm not. I like Call of Duty, and I'm pretty good on Black Ops and stuff like that, but I'm not going to give them $11 just for a print that says Cold War on it. No. Now, if you had like the new Call of Duty Vanguard or something like that, yeah, I'll get it then, but maybe I'll think about doing the $200. Okay, it's in plastic. So the M.2 is fine. It's in plastic. It's encased in plastic. I don't see any cracks or scratches on it. And you basically just lift this. It comes in two pieces, so you just lift it up and it comes straight out. So I'm going to put it back in the box for now. And then I'll open it much later when they do the update. I'm going to sit this to the side because I'll put it back in the box in a little while. We're going to move on to the heatsink. And the heatsink is going to be basically, I'm doing everything in one hand. So the heatsink is going to be, I think I'm going to have some problems opening this box, because they sealed it pretty good, and I have no fingernails, and I just clip my nails because I hate like dirty nails. This is going to be kind of complicated. So. When you open this stuff and you don't have no nails, you kind of got to pick at it a little bit. But I'll get it. There we go. See, it finally peeled. Sorry for the camera movement. I am using my phone. I would do it on my... I'm going to start doing like my unboxings on my camera phone, my computer. I'm just doing it because I have kids and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to do a quick unboxing and stuff like that. So I have to do like the daddy time and stuff like that. So I don't have the opportunity to set up like computer and stuff like that and do like unboxings and stuff like that. Those of you who are fathers, you guys know where I'm coming from with this. Okay. So this is what's in the box. This is an unboxing, and I'll do it again, and I'll just open it back out because I didn't do it on camera, whatever the case. But this is the Heatsink, whatever. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And it comes with screws for the M.2. It comes with the screwdriver. It comes with thermal pads, and of course, it comes with the heatsink. And all the instructions, your warranty, I believe is it comes with a year warranty, 100% money back guarantee, 12 months. That's pretty good. So I'll save the warranty for it. And of course, if they want to backtrack it or for a receipt or a payment or something like that, I did purchase it from Amazon. but screwdriver, heat, thermal pads, and the heat sink. We're gonna take the heat sink out. See how the heat sink looks, and see how this. And then I think there's some extra thermal pads right up in there. You see the extra thermal pads, which is like mad cool. So you get 2 thermal pads. One of them was tucked underneath. You see that one right there? I pushed it back by accident, and then we have another thermal pad. So that might even be 2 thermal pads that's stuck under there. I'm not sure. Just probably an extra thermal pad. But anyway, I think that's heatsink screws, and then you got the screws, or this may be for the screws for the heatsink. But I know the M.2 screw is on the inside of the PlayStation. So when you take the plates off and you take the cover off, once you take the plates off, there's an M.2 screw. So once you get like an M.2, there's a screw that's already on the inside of it. So you basically would just use that screw once you take the plate off, and there's another cover plate for the M.2, and the screw sits there and already is screwed on the inside of it. So once you put like you get your M.2, you hook up your heat sink and all of that, above it there's a screw that's already in there. So all you have to do is basically just unscrew it from inside of the PlayStation, and then you put the screw once you mount your M.2, and basically make sure that when you do your M.2, you basically put the pad underneath the M.2, and then once you put a pad on the top of the M.2. So make sure when you're installing an M.2 into your PlayStation 5, it's recommended, and you can go on Sony's website for installation of the M.2. It's always recommended for a heatsink, and the heat sinks are basically cheap, but you got to make sure that you actually get a heatsink that has a good height on it, that, because you don't want to get like a big heat sink, because it's not going to fit, and you're not going to be able to close that cover that's underneath this plate once you take it off. So it has to meet the height requirements of the M.2. It's this double-sided cooling M.2 heatsink. It's a Pro. Yeah. And I think that's it. And the alignment and all of that, and it's basically self-explanatory. And then, of course, I believe you have the instructions. It's under the warranty in here. But that's pretty well much it. I'm going to save all of this, and once they come up with the update and stuff like that, I will do like the install of it and test it out. There's a lot of people that got the beta right now. They already tested it out, and they've used the same heatsink that I got. But I mean, you can basically use any heatsink that you like. I was gonna get an EK heatsink, and I think it was about $17. But basically, this is $11, so I saved $5 because that's basically all you need. It's a pretty decent heatsink, and this got like good reviews. So I mean, it's fine. And it only costs about, I think $9 or $10 or $11 or something like that. So this heatsink is fine for your PS5 and your M.2. So, and this was a great unboxing. Thank you for joining me on this unboxing, and you have a good night. Peace. Good day. Happy Thursday. Bye. King Mounted 360.